Are you stuck in indecision, not knowing what to do, where to go, and you feel like you're wasting your time, just completely unmotivated and frustrated because you're doing a lot? Like you are working all the time. You're nonstop. You've got your routine. You're go, go, go. And yet still you feel like you're going nowhere. You're like a hamster on a hamster wheel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get yourself unstuck. Hi, my name is Alexsandra. I'm a seasoned crypto and climate tech founder. And now I work with entrepreneurs like you who are looking to scale their businesses without burning out. And they want to do it with clarity and creativity. Let's get to today's video. So, if you are finding yourself completely stuck, feeling like no matter what you do, you still don't get the progress or the results that you're looking for, there are a few reasons why. I'm going to break it down. And being stuck can look like many different things. It could be stuck in progress and work, like everything that I'm doing, nothing's actually happening. Nothing's coming of it. It feels like you're just going around in circles. Or it could be, I feel stuck in my motivation. I feel like there's not enough in me. So being stuck is more than just what's happening on the outside. It's, are you stuck in your energy? Are you stuck in giving life to the thing that you're doing outside of you from the energy that comes within you? Sometimes if that energy is not flowing, no matter what you do on the outside, nothing's going to change. And then there's also this idea of being stuck in your decision making, feeling like you're pretty clear about what you want to do, where you want to go, the goals, but you can't seem to make the right decision. All of these things boil down to essentially two things, really, which obviously have their own details and nuances within. We'll dive deeper in them. But on the high level, if you are stuck, it's because two things are missing for you. No matter how you're stuck, if you're stuck on your progress and your outcomes, if you're stuck on your decision making, or if you're stuck in your energy and your motivation, two things are the reason. Number one, you're not clear about where you want to go, what you actually want to accomplish. This one is so common. So many people think, oh, yeah, I know what I want. No, if you don't have a clearly written manifesto, a clearly written mission statement, this is what I want for my life across different areas as well. And in those areas, this is what I want it to look like. Then you're going nowhere. If you are clear on where you want to go across your life and the different aspects of your life, from finances, romance, home, spiritual life, but you don't find yourself going anywhere, the second thing is likely you're not sure what steps to take in order to get there. And this is why understanding where you want to go is so important, because the steps you take should be in the direction of where you want to go. Otherwise, you're just kind of going around, just like in little circles, staying in the same place, literally moving, spinning your wheels, going nowhere. And that is so frustrating. So let's start at the top. Are you clear with where you want to go? Think about it this way. Take some time, write it down. What do you envision for your life? And this can be really hard for people to access. This can be incredibly challenging for you to access with clarity and creativity and openness. What is the life that you want to live for yourself if you've already succumbed to so many limiting beliefs? I experience this every single day when I talk to my clients and to founders across the world who are struggling with meeting their goals. Is they're not even aware, because they're in this box, this cage, this of limiting beliefs that they essentially walked right into. There's no there's no key to this cage. There's no door. You just walked right in and accepted the limitations of that structure. So, if you could, here's a good question for you. Think about, what would I do if I had no limitation in the world? If there was no uh, potential failure, if I had no lack of resources, what would I want to do with my time, with my life? What if I had everything available to me? All the money, all the access, all the resources, all the time in the world. What would I want to do with my life? And this can be really challenging because so many of the founders, my key audience is founders in tech. And typically what comes with that is this desire to be successful in the economy, the patriarchy that we have today. Take a step out of that for a moment. I'm not saying give it up, but take a step out of it. Think truly, if I had all the success and all of the status and all of the money and all the things, what would I want to build? What would I want to do with my time? Who would I want to spend it with? How would I want to spend my mornings? This is super important because ultimately, what is the point of building any business if it's not to support a grander vision for yourself, for your life, for your community? And this is why connection is really important, because I believe so much of our Western society is highly disconnected. Our Western society is so disconnected from themselves, we can't connect with each other. We're connecting via online. If you actually met someone in person, would you strike up a conversation with them? It feels odd now. I mean, not for me, but for most people. So we want to tap into this idea of, hey, I'm fully connected. I have all the resources that I could ever want, and think, what would I do with my time? Would you actually spend your time working, or would you just be on the beach enjoying pina coladas? This is a really important exercise. So if you're clear on that, then think about, well, what do I want to do with my work time? Like, how do I want to contribute to the world? What do I enjoy doing? That's important. So there are a few different aspects you want to look at, which is, what do I feel the world needs if you care about impact? What do I feel the world needs? And then what am I good at? How can I provide? And you want to find where that overlaps. Do relationships matter to you? Your social, your friendships, your family, your romantic relationships, how do those play a part in your life? Spirituality, faith, how does that play into your life? Finances, what are the finances that you need in order to support the life that you are envisioning for yourself, that you desire so strongly within you? Once you get clear on all that, now we know where we're going. You cannot move beyond this unless you're very clear on that. So stop the video, stop watching, pause it, and write out, what do you want for yourself? Truly, truly. Once you've done that, now we can talk about the second thing, which is, what steps do I take to get there? You might want a life of impact and connection with other people, helping people to break beyond their limiting beliefs, etc. You might want to be a coach like me. But there are so many different ways to get there, so many different avenues. I could do speaking, I could do direct coaching, I could do online content, whatever that might be. Of course, it's going to look very different for you if you're an entrepreneur in tech, but this is what's coming to mind as I'm going through and creating this video. And it might not be clear which path to actually take. So now this is when we can get really analytical. Take out a piece of paper and start writing in different little bubbles all the different things. Speaking, content, writing a book, building a tech company, whatever it might be, all these different ideas that you feel really excited about and passionate about and think, hey, I actually could do that. Most entrepreneurs are very good generalists. So you're going to have a lot of things on that paper that you know that you could do really well. But we're going to get very analytical and very clear about our decision-making process here. So now, going back to our original manifesto, all the things that are important to you, start looking, what are some key factors by which you need to be ranking these different bubbles: the speaking, the writing the book, starting a company. Impact might be one of them. How much joy it brings you, like the passion you feel for it. How adept you are at actually delivering that thing and doing well at that thing. The resources required to make that thing happen. The time to launch to make that thing happen. The total revenue you could make with this thing. Write all these different factors out. And what we're going to do is create a little algorithm, because algorithms, no matter how rough they are, we can do these on the back of an envelope. We can do this on the back of your paper. It's so simple. You write out all those factors: impact, revenue, time to launch, your ability to deliver, how much you enjoy it, and say, how much do these things matter to me? Because they're not all the same. So you would weight out, high, medium, low. You would write out for each of those factors the weight of those factors. So is impact higher? Is it a high? Or is it a low? Or is it medium? Is your ability to do the thing really important to you, or you don't really care? You'll just hire the people. You can put that as a low. If time to launch isn't a factor because you have plenty of time on your hands and you don't really care, you can put that as a low and say high, medium, low. And a high would be essentially a 3. So later, as we do the math, a high will be 3, a medium will be 2, and a low will be ranked as a 1. And now that we have the weight of each of these factors, we're going to go through and write line by line. You can do this in a spreadsheet or on the back of your paper, all those different ideas, the speaking, the content, the tech, the company, write them down as line by line. And then what we're going to do is write all of those different factors across the top as columns, time to launch, impact, etc., and start ranking those high, medium, or low. And you fill them all out. And then once you have this whole table filled out of how each project, each wonderful inspiration scores across all of these different aspects, from a high, medium, or low, then the math is easy. I would do this in a spreadsheet. It's just a lot easier. If it's a high, it scores a 3. If it's a medium, it scores a 2, and low, it scores a 1. You multiply each of those things to the weight of the original factor. So if impact was really high for you and speaking is a high impact for you, then it's 3 times 3, it's a 9. Then you sum all those up, and there you go. There's your answer. My techie people, I know this is not that difficult for you to follow. For those who are a little bit non-technical, there's a masterclass that I'm going to be giving to help walk you through getting unstuck and being clear about the decisions that you need to make for your business and for yourself and for your life. That's all for today's video. I hope it was helpful. It's a little short, but I like to make these short and sweet and helpful to you all. If you like this content, please like and of course subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear from you. Any feedback, comments, new content you would love to hear about, just comment in the links below. If you are a founder who's struggling with stress and burnout and wanting to get to this place of clarity and creativity so that you can build your business without burning out, there's a link in the description below. Nothing crazy, just some information about what I do to work with founders like you to upscale their lives, do the thing that they've always wanted to do, actually be impactful without losing their mind, without losing their sanity, and actually becoming a better, stronger, more resilient person. That's it for now. I hope you all have a lovely day. Take care.